Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Oh, I sound horrible right now. So, everyone in my fucking house is sick. I'm like the last to get sick, so everyone else is like starting to feel better, and I'm just at like the beginning stages of it. It's nothing serious, it's just a cold, but still, fuck my life. Um, because of that, I'm coughing a lot, so I might have my mic, I will probably have my mic muted the majority of my stream. Of course, I'll respond to you guys should you say something in chat or ask me a question, but I'm probably not going to be as chatty as I normally am because talking a lot puts me in like a coughing fit and nobody wants that. That's gross. Um, but either way, how are you guys? Happy Wednesday. Um, I hope you all are having a great week so far. How was everyone's weekend? So, as you can see, we're about to play some more Tales of Arise. Let me actually, because I didn't do this before I went live tonight. I'm curious to see my percentage in this game. Oh my god, I'm only 66%. Jesus. I'm almost at 80 hours of gameplay and I'm only 66%. Man. So there's that. I'm just over halfway, but still. I thought I was like 80%. Clearly not. There's probably like gonna be like a third phase to this game. So like there's already been 2 phases. Maybe even, no, 3. So like we're in the 3rd phase now. So there might be another phase. Like, I feel like there has to be. So, I'm gonna do my best to catch myself before I cough to mute my mic because nobody likes coughing. Nobody wants to listen to that. So, I promise if I accidentally cough and don't mute my mic, I wholeheartedly apologize. But I'm about to cough, so. Goodness. Okay, do I sound weird? I feel like I sound like super nasally right now. I wish you guys could see, like, right here, where like all of I have like a cup holder right here and whatever. I have like a full-on medicine cabinet right here. I have cough drops, and because all of my tissues are downstairs and I'm too lazy to go downstairs and get them, I just grabbed a roll of TP to keep next to me in case I need to blow my nose, which also might happen. So, you know, we're doing things, guys. Oh, I almost just spit my cough drop out too. Lord. I also took Mucinex. Like, what time is it? I also took Mucinex like 2 hours ago, and it usually, for me, for some reason, it takes a long time to kick in. So like, I'm starting to feel like it's kicking in, and for some reason, Mucinex makes me slightly sleepy. Like, if I'm awake already and like I'm doing things, I'm probably not going to be so much tired. But like, if I'm laying down, I'm conking right out. So we shall see how this makes me feel during the stream. I might end up just ending my stream early because I'm fucking about to fall asleep on stream. But we shall see. Whew. Okay, so let's go ahead. I don't remember where we're at. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't remember. Oh, also, I'm supposed to go this way. I've been... No, I haven't beat this yet, Big Head. How are you doing? I'm super sick right now. Oh, what am I supposed to do? So if I sound weird or if I mute my mic a lot, I apologize. I don't want to cough in y'all's ears or anything. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I know. Well, okay, so here's my problem. I keep switching between playing this and my hard mode trophy run in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I was actually just about to start talking about. But yeah, I keep switching. So I don't even think I've played this since my last stream. But yeah, so I'm playing, over the past few days, I've been playing Rebirth. This is gonna be a fucking long night. I keep coughing and muting my mic. Hey, listen, I told you the rules when it comes to Elden Ring. I damn sure will do it. But, not just for nothing. I'm sorry, I didn't mute my mic that time. My bad, guys. It says look around. What do you mean, look around? There's nothing here. Oh, am I supposed to go? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go. Central level? Isn't that where I am right now? Man. Oh. Clearly it's not. No, when isn't it a new expansion for 16? I don't know. I'm just guessing. No, I didn't hear anything. What's the new Final Fantasy? And when did they announce this? No way. Already? So what would be 17? I'm gonna look this up. I feel like you're not telling the truth.
This place looks a lot
Oh
like
my
that room I
gosh.
saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
A sequel to 15. When was this announced? There's no way. Don't get my hopes up like this. Although that's kind of weird. A sequel to 15? There's nothing more to tell.
So it was a
Noctis died. Noctis sacrificed himself. And he has
It
no
doesn't look
lineage,
like it can
so
move.
story over.
Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Yeah, he did. He 1000% did.
That is correct.
He totally sacrificed himself.
It is unusual for me to have
Are you
unexpected
lying?
guests these days.
Are you
Talk.
not being truthful right now? Hold on. I'm Googling. I'm giving this a
What
whole
are you?
Goog, because you aren't about to do this to me, sir.
Hevrek 35.
Hevrek 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
Oh my god.
What is this place? No, wait, before
You know what's
that,
also funny?
what exactly
Um,
are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer,
You're
I have a question
lying.
for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
You know what's funny? Now that you brought up 15, I was literally, because this is for some reason like a time of year where I like, it's like my comfort game. It's like my comfort blanket, and it's like my security blanket. And I was definitely thinking like, ooh, I should get into 15 again. It would be like my 12th playthrough, but I do love that game. It's so great.
Than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any
What
way.
the hell is happening?
Identify
Oh, that was a
as
really
detected.
hard cough.
The sovereign
actually
and
hurt my
maiden
throat.
are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can
It was pretty
Like it or
cool.
not,
It was
Maybe
chill.
our best chance at a ticket out here.
We put an offer in on
Let's
a
at least
house,
hear it out.
so that happened, and it got accepted yesterday. So we're officially under contract
I shall now answer
on a
the
house.
question. We
we have to do the inspections this week, which that is scheduled for tomorrow.
The red
And
wings you encountered
assuming
previously are a
everything
form of
goes
disguise we employ from
as
time to
planned with
time,
the inspections,
but not our
we're
true form.
moving. We're
How
closing
damn
on
true?
the 30th.
You
So I'm
are on
excited,
base
but I'm also
Phasor,
like,
a celestial base which drifted
I'm
here
also
by
like,
accident. The will of
I'm
Rena's
not wanting to get
great
my hopes
spirit
up because
no
I don't
longer
want them to
reaches
find
us here.
anything
Since my
at the
sudden
inspections.
separation
Thank you.
from
I'm
the great
excited.
spirit's influence,
Our plan is
I have
to
used any and all means to extend my
stay here,
lifespan.
stay at the new house,
As I have done so,
like at the most
I have
2
also set out
years,
to
and
monitor
then
and research
we're
Rena
gonna
and
fix
Dana
up,
from
like,
this
there's
position.
2 big projects that
A question.
we want to do,
What is this great
but
spirit
one
of which you
for
speak?
surely that is like
Is it something that
immediately
rules over your kind?
we have to do. It's like a priority. So
Correct.
1, maybe 2 projects.
The great astral spirit is a
Um,
large mass of astral energy
So,
that fills
like I
all
said,
of
we're
Rena,
probably gonna
one
stay
with
there
its own
at
will,
the most a
a
year,
voice
or I mean,
we
2
cannot
years,
refuse.
and then we're gonna flip it.
A voice?
And that's like
Nana.
been something me and my husband have always wanted to do
The
is
voice of the great
get into
spirit
property
speaks
flipping,
to our
and
hearts directly,
so this will be our first
and we
property.
have served it
And
without
then
question throughout the ages.
we want to get 3 properties under our belt.
Does
So this
that
is gonna be
mean
the
it
first
was
one,
controlling your minds?
and then we'll go from
Wait
there.
a second.
And then
Could
eventually
this
we
great
wanted to
spirit
like
be the true sovereign
Airbnbs.
of Rena?
Like I want a
The
property
true ruler of Rena.
in the mountains, and I
It
want a
could be the
property
same
near
thing
the
that's
beach
controlling
to
Volron.
do like rentals,
Wait,
like
back
vacation
up.
rentals.
You're telling us this great spirit
would
of
love
yours
that.
is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm
Didn't
not
you
sure
move?
I
Didn't you
believe
just
that.
move this past
Why
weekend
not?
or 2 weekends ago?
We've already made
Or are you
contact
about to
with
move?
the will of Dana back in the Wedge and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
How was
Maybe
your
not,
move?
But think about what you're saying.
Did everything go
If Dana has a
smoothly?
will like
I hate
Rena,
moving.
then
I
that
wouldn't
would
wish that
mean
on
that we've been
anybody.
controlled by the voice of
House
Dana
hunting
this whole
and
time,
moving
just like these
to
things.
said house.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
If I could just like
Yeah,
snap my
but-
fingers and be like,
Let's assume that what
Put it
Hevrek
there.
35
That's
claims
how
is
I
true,
want
and
it
that we
to
are
be.
indeed cut off from both planets.
yeah, I hate
Even
moving.
if
I
we had
absolutely
previously
hate
been
moving.
under the control of Dana's will.
But the good news
You would
is
have noticed
I've
now that we are
sold a lot of
disconnected.
our stuff
Your
because this
fear
house is
not
smaller,
based
but
on
it's
logic.
still a lot of
The
bedrooms.
voice of Dana
Like
is much
this house
smaller
that we
and
live in
quieter
is
compared to that of
five
Rena's great
bedrooms
spirit.
with a finished basement.
Rena's astral
And
energy
there's
is
just so
amassed
much
at
shit.
its
Like we
center,
moved from a
whereas
2-bedroom
Dana's is
apartment
shared among
to
all
this
its
house
constituents.
and just accumulated so much stuff.
So
Well, now we're
thinly
moving
is that
to
energy spread that it cannot
hopefully
coalesce
moving
and
to a
formulate a
4-bedroom.
will. Our findings here
Um,
indicate as much.
Which
So we will
explains why we
be able to
felt its
keep
will
and
where we
use
did.
a lot of stuff in
The
here.
Wedge and Lenegus are where
But,
so
like,
much of that energy had been accumulated.
I've gotten rid of a lot of our stuff.
The great spirit's
'Cause I'm not
desire
dealing
is to
with it.
consume all astral energy.
No, for real.
And the
Like,
pursuit
we've
of that desire is
accumulated
why you
a
see
ton of
Rena
shit.
in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
How was your Labor Day weekend?
Indeed, and it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed.
Okay.
Was severely damaged. You lost both
First
the
of
Sovereign
all,
and the Renaissance.
You can't do that because my husband
Correct.
has a problem
A
when it
change in
comes to
plan was
shoes.
required to ensure the
So he
spirit
has a
channeling
hole
success.
in our spare bedroom,
However,
which is like just a
recreating the
guest
Rena's
bedroom.
Alma required a vast
He has
amount
taken
of
up an
energy.
entire closet. In fact,
That
he has
is
taken up
why
some of
we
my
turned
closet.
to Dana.
In fact, the room I'm
So that
currently
was the
in
real
has a
purpose
closet
behind
that he
the
has
crown
taken up
contest.
because of how
An
many
efficient
shoes he
means
fucking
to
has.
harvest the
He
necessary
has
energy
shoes
from Dana.
that he's never even worn, that he's had for like
This
years,
is all
but he won't give them
happening
up
because of
because it's just gonna take that one outfit. He's gonna
Nevertheless,
rock the
you
fuck out of them
still haven't
shoes.
answered one of Alphen's original
He's
questions.
got a shoe issue.
Just why have
I-
you brought us here to your base,
No,
Hedwig 35?
I don't accumulate stuff. Yes,
First,
J's,
it was to
Air
confirm
Max.
the identities of you, my unexpected
He's got a problem.
visitors.
And recently, over the past like couple years,
It
it's
was to
been
ascertain whether
what are the
you would
boots
be
called?
likely to accept
Palladios or
our request.
Palladiums or something like that. Yeah,
A
that's
request?
his like obsession.
But what
In
could
like the
someone
fall,
you
winter
want us
months,
to-
he loves those shoes.
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did.
That's what everyone
It
says.
is in your best interest that you
There's
do so,
literally
I might add.
a pair of shoes
What makes
in
you say
my
that?
closet that's like tucked on one of the
Renegades
shelves
has entered the
that's
final
collecting
stage of the
dust.
spirit
Like he's
channeling
never
time.
worn them. They've been in the closet
As we speak, Dana's
for fucking
energy
ever.
is being harvested en masse
and he's never worn
and
them,
transmitted to
collecting
Renegades.
dust. I'm like, throw these shoes away.
If
They're
nothing is
disgusting.
done about the Great Spirit,
Like,
it will not be long
ew,
before all
they're
is
gross.
lost.
You're
No,
saying
I'll
the
clean them.
destruction
They're
we saw
fine.
earlier is just the beginning?
Sir.
That
No, like
Dude,
I
what?
will
Like
say,
that
I don't collect things like that. Like
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so
I have a lot of
badly?
clothes,
Is
but
it to
I mean
save our
everything
world?
fits either in my
To free
dresser
you,
or my
Alphen,
closet.
from under its
Like,
control? Why?
No. My primary
you
concern is
facts.
validating our
These
findings
you
and
made
analysis,
factual
which have
statements.
taken many years
Um,
to realize.
No, the things that we've accumulated
As such,
because when we
it
first
is my
moved here,
desire to see how
we
your
we did the
actions
same thing.
impact
We
and
sold all
change
of our
these
shit,
systems.
got rid of it from the condo.
However, I will not
You know,
deny that
because
vengeance
new house,
also
new
plays a
stuff.
part.
And then when
Vengeance?
COVID happened, we
For
couldn't
what?
get anything for like
In spite
months.
of our long service to the
So
Great Spirit,
once we were able
our
to like
species is on the brink of
go out and
extinction.
shop, we like sprinted,
you
and we
mean
just literally filled every
you're
room like
dying?
quickly. So now
At
it's like,
this stage,
goddamn.
it would be wise for you to
Oh, and
talk
I
with
will
the
say,
others. Ask them
this
what you
house,
need to
the way
know.
it's set up, so you walk into
Once
the
you
front
have your
door,
answer,
and there's like a
return to
little
me.
foyer, like
If you
a,
agree
you know,
to
just
help,
like a
I
entryway,
shall
but then
fix
there's
your ship.
also like keep going straight. It's a
Others?
whole like office space.
Just how many of you are
So that will be mine, for my game room.
I am the only
So I
Hellbound
might
to inhabit
actually
Big Phasal.
be selling off all of my shit that I have in here, minus like my console and stuff. Excuse me.
Hey!
But I might actually set it up to
It's
where
no use. I think it's
still
done
playing on a
talking to us.
console, but I'm
Let's
using
take a look around.
either a smaller TV or a computer monitor, and actually have like a computer desk versus like my setup right now. You can't see my setup, but my setup right now is more like a gaming like lounge area. Like what I'm sitting on is like a couch. Like it's a pull-out couch that has like a chase part on it. And I'm looking at a TV screen and that is sitting on an entertainment unit. So it's like more like if you walked in here, like it's more like a gaming lounge chill spot rather than like an actual like computer desk with like a gaming chair and all that shit. So yeah. And the reason why I say it's probably going to be ended up looking more like that is because the room, it's big, but it's not as big to have all the stuff I have in this room. So I'm going to have to change my setup for sure, but it'll be nice. It'll be exactly actually what I wanted in the first place. Why are you, there we go. Okay. I absolutely was not paying attention. Okay. No worries.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you, Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very least, everything it said about the Renin Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter.
Also,
I don't care
sidebar,
if we're up against an entire world or what
the
its
Ren
game is.
Fair that's like
We're not going
close
to
to
let
me.
it destroy Dana.
Right.
I think this is like the first
There is
weekend, or
one
maybe
other thing
last
that
weekend was the
concerns
first
me.
weekend, but I really want to go.
How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renins? How do they factor into all this?
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevric 35 never even brought up the Renins once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Okay. I guess I'm supposed to go... What is all this stuff? I guess I'm just supposed to go back down the elevator? I think this was the wrong spot. Oh, well that looks crazy. Wow. Let me look at my map, because... Oh, okay, I'm supposed to go to the upper level. No, see, what? It's telling me to go here. It is literally telling me to go here. What is even happening? Maybe let's try lower level? I don't know. Okay, well. Who the hell are these people?
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Are you a Renin?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
What a weird guy.
I love
He
Shion's
must have
whole
meant Hevrek
outfit
35
now.
when he mentioned that overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Do you guys hear that? There's been like a lot of people fucking like, I don't know what, like racing or something, just being real loud with their cars, and like just over the past couple hours. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's really annoying, actually.
Have you guys lived up here in Dag Fazel with Hevrek 35 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an...
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you working for Hevrek 35 ever since?
Well, at first we thought there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renins. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renin won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously.
What's happening?
Do they employ an astral art
OBS
of
is
some
OBSing again.
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected. It It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegus
Okay, I
is
think
still
it just
run.
fixed
But
itself.
aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit?
That was weird.
If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
Yeah, that was
The
weird.
Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevric 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegus? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead.
That's right.
Things
You
are
just
going
stay
just
there.
fine with
Do
the
what
Overseer.
you're doing.
Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Okay.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Oh, wow.
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an
Plot
affinity
twist.
for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use Astro Arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
Right.
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But
Like,
if you
what is
ask
happening?
me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on
White
between
Wolf,
the two
hello,
planets.
hello!
I think that covers just
I
about
apologize
everything worth
if
knowing.
I sound not so well.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
I'm not. So, I'm trying to be cognizant of you guys and mute my
Does he
mic
really
whenever I
expect us
need to
believe
cough.
that Renans never truly
But sometimes
existed?
I might,
How
like,
absurd.
one might slip, so I apologize in advance.
Just
Gamer
when I
Punk,
think we're
hello,
getting to the bottom of
hello.
it all, some new revelations
What's the
smacks
next
us in
game?
the face.
Well, nothing new. Like, I don't have anything like
And let's hope
on
this
deck
is our
that's
last
new.
revelation for a while.
I actually tried to get my husband to stream with me tonight, but he's just not feeling it. But so him and my son, they're together playing the first Spider-Man game. My son's like super into it, and my husband's already like completed it like whenever it came out, and but yeah, he's all about it right now. He's obsessed. So I was like, we should like stream together tonight, and you can play Spider-Man. But yeah, I don't have anything new upcoming. I'm still on my trophy run for Rebirth, so like I'm actually stuck in quite a few areas. I'm trying to get all my chapter completions done on hard mode, and I'm stuck on like 2 of the chapters that I can't even fucking beat. Gamerpunk, you're on Cloud 9. Doesn't involve a certain girly girl. How is your date? I need to know. Oh, sorry guys. I feel so gross right now. I have like my pharmacy. You can't see it, but I have like my pharmacy next to me.
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes.
I have cough drops.
Do you know what its main objective
Toilet
was?
paper,
Yes.
because I don't have tissue.
To siphon off Dana's
So
astral
toilet
energy
paper is what
and
we
send it
got
to
over
Lana.
here in case my nose runs.
Exactly.
That's
However, there were
it. It's
two
really not a
problems
pharmacy.
we had
It's
to
just cough
consider.
drops and toilet paper.
First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient.
Oh, they didn't. I mean, did you
we
have a
had to
good
figure out
time,
how
or
to
was it
convert
just like
Dana's energy
a really
so it
bad
would be
date,
compatible
or
with
was it
Renner.
still a good time?
I take it the
Well, that's
solutions
good.
to
You
those
had fun.
problems were
That's
to use
good.
the wedge
That's
for the
important.
collection, and then the sovereign
Not everyone's a
maiden to
match, and
convert
that's
the
okay.
energy.
Well, then tell me, what are you on
We
Cloud
have a
9?
winner. However, the
G-Man,
first plan
hello,
failed when the sovereign was
hello.
overwhelmed and became frenzied.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm
The
so
reason
happy you
for
guys
that
are
is
here.
because the maiden lost
I'm
control.
sickly right now,
I'm
so
told he
if I'm not
slaughtered
like my
many
normal
Renans and
chatty
Helgangquils
self,
that
I
day.
apologize. Talking a lot sends my coughing
And for the
into like
next
a
plan, we
frenzy,
tried
so
to
I'm
recreate the
really
Renaissance,
trying to limit it.
But we didn't have nearly enough of
But
the
of course,
other
I will talk
non-dark
if
astral
I
energy
need to.
types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
And the crown contest began.
Correct.
Whew,
Since the
see?
maiden had been the failing point in
See
the
what I mean?
previous plan, it was decided
Oh,
to
thank you.
replace
I think
the
I just
role
have
with
like
machinery
a
to avoid
mild
further
sinus infection.
mishaps.
It's
A
nothing
new
crazy,
sovereign
but
had to be made as well.
it sucks.
It was such tremendous
Back to
difficult
school.
work. Its
My son's
success
only been
was
in school
dubious.
for like 2
But
weeks
from the look
now,
of
and
things,
already
it would
everyone's
appear
fucking
such
sick.
worries were unfounded.
My husband got it first, and then my
that's
son
what the
started
purpose
showing
of that room we
symptoms,
found
and
in
now
the
I got
Forbidden
it.
Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted
It's
from Rena?
great over in my household.
Oh, that's
But thank you, I appreciate it.
That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana.
Gamerpunk, you're keeping me
As
on the
I'm
edge of my
sure
seat.
you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become.
Oh my
physically
gosh, that
integrated
is
with Rena's
crazy!
planetary
That is great news.
Hevrick
Oh, I'm so
35
happy
mentioned
for
that
you.
The spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Gamerpunk, feel free to
He talks like the potential end
you
of the
know,
world
if
is
you
just
have
another
any
day on the job.
You've got to remember that these
links
guys
to
have been living
anything that
alone
you're
up here
comfortable
for a long
sharing,
time.
feel free to
Who
do
knows
it
what
in
shape
chat.
their minds are in.
Everyone, this Gamerpunk is a musician, and he's
Feels
let
like
me
our whole
listen
world has
to
been turned
a
upside
couple
down.
things,
there
and I've watched him
anything we know
live as
that's still
well.
true
He
at
is
this point?
absolutely amazing. If
Seriously,
I like
I'm
to
still trying
say,
to
if you're an
process the
elder
fact that
emo
we
such as
Renans were
myself,
created
you
by the
will
Helghan
absolutely love
let
his
alone
music.
the sovereign and
So
maiden
if he
stuff.
feels comfortable sharing any links at all,
Let's take a moment
give him a
together,
listen.
Seth.
He's pretty great. He really
I
is.
know all of this is a lot to
He's doing
believe and take
things.
in, but I think it's fair to say that we found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
Agreed. Though I'll admit that
So
never
I actually
expected
have
it
good
to all boil
news.
down to Rena's great spirit being behind
Last week
everything.
/ 2 weeks
Everything
ago,
that's
I think it was
happened,
like 2 weeks ago.
Everything we've endured, It's all
excuse me.
because of astral energy.
I had told you guys
And
that
to get that energy, the Great
we
Spirit took control
were
of the Helganquil.
potentially buying a house.
Then the Helganquil
So,
created the Renans, who went
we
on
put
to
in an
invade
offer
and rule
over the
over
weekend,
Danans.
and as of yesterday, we are under contract.
The reason the
So,
Great Spirit can't
our
directly
closing
control the
date,
Renans as well,
assuming
is
inspections
likely
go well, we have
because they were
inspections
originally
tomorrow.
Danans all along.
Assuming inspections go well, closing
Either
is
way,
September
I think it's
30th.
fair to say we've all had a
So,
lot to take in at once.
your girl's gonna
Maybe
own
too
her own
much even.
house.
We should probably take
No,
it
I'm
easy and
very
rest our
excited.
minds a bit.
Our plan,
Why
this
don't
is
we
going
all
to be
take
like
some
our
time
first
to think things over before we
flip
decide on our
home.
next move?
So if you're like familiar with that,
That's a good idea, Kisame.
buy a somewhat fixer-upper,
If the
and
Renin
then
Great
you
Spirit
make the
really is
mods
behind all
and
this,
you sell it.
And we've got a really
So yeah,
big
this
fight
is
ahead of
something
us.
that I've always wanted to do.
Because it's not just
I used to
Dana
do it
on
with
the
my
line,
mom
but Rena too.
many years ago.
If
So
we're
it was
going
something
to
I've
do
always
this,
wanted to
we
do on
need
my
to be
own.
completely sure
And
of
me and my
ourselves.
husband, we
So let's go ahead
did
and
it.
break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay.
Thank you, G-Man.
Sure
Thank you,
don't wanna
thank
be
you.
alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
We're very excited.
I figured I'd
It's
get
just
all my
kind of like
thinking
a
in while walking around
hold your
and
breath
checking
moment
up on
until like
everybody.
inspections,
I'll
you
go
know?
along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds too.
Oh my gosh, so many good
Sounds
newses. So
Let's
many
go
good
find out.
newses in this chat. Anyone else got any
Everyone's
good
just gone
news they
their
would
own
like to
way,
share?
Yeah,
Or bad
let's
news?
hit up each
Any
spot.
type of news.
Everything we thought we knew.
Also,
it was all just a
sidebar,
fabrication
I
that
feel
the
like I've been
Red
playing.
Wings know
Okay,
that the
before I say what I'm
Helganquil
gonna say, I'm
made
gonna
up.
also say
Assuming we
I
can
love
believe
this
anything
game.
that
This game
Hevric
is great.
35
This is
has
like
told
right
us,
up my
that
alley
is.
as far as like genre.
Well, if the names are anything to
I
go
feel like
by,
I've been playing
it's
this game
possible the
for 10
Helganquil
years.
could be behind the
I
feats
checked
of
my
Helgen too.
progress. I'm only
But
66%.
if Hevric
Well,
35
probably a
was
little bit
telling
further
the
now,
truth,
but
and this was all
like,
just one massive lie.
oh my god.
Does that mean everything
What
we've
else are
done
we
up
gonna
until
do?
now has been
What else is
pointless?
gonna happen in this game?
No, I don't think so. Or at
So
least
yeah.
I hope not.
Like, if you
I
feel
think
like
it
this
just
game
means
is
we've
taking
lost
forever
our
and I play it a
foothold
ton,
for now.
it's because I
That's
do.
all.
Like, you're right. It's
Really?
taken forever to beat this
If we've lost it,
game.
I guess we'll just have to find another.
As much as I
All
do
of us
love this
together.
game, I'm also to
And
a
if
point
we
where I'm
can't
like,
find one,
alright,
then we'll make a new one.
like, let's
End
wrap
of
it up.
story.
Make one, huh? I see. Right then. Count me in.
Whew. Oh, there's Gamerpunk's link. Yes, definitely go check him out. He is outstanding. Don't mind me and my cough drop. I actually need to get more. I only bought 3 in here, and I'm already, this is my 3rd one. In the 47 minutes I've been live. Okay, so where are we going now? Oh, I think I gotta go talk to everybody. Yep, everyone's all pissed now. Okay.
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
Oh, so
He who?
sidebar.
You mean
Has anyone
Billy,
ever
don't
played
you?
the
I know that we're all
what's the
struggling
Disney
to wrap
game
our
called?
minds
It's
around
called
it
like
all. But he looked
Dreamlight
like he was
Valley
taking
or
it really
something like
hard
that.
earlier.
What do you
someone
think about
had
everything we've
mentioned
learned?
that to me today,
About the Renans, the Great
saying
Spirit, and
how
all
if
that?
I excuse me,
On some level,
if I like
I'm
Kingdom
not even
Hearts,
really sure
I
what
would
to
love
think,
that
to be
game.
honest.
Has
I
anyone
mean,
played it? Because it
The
kind of
Great
reminds me
Spirit
of
is like a huge natural disaster.
Disney Sims.
But with
That's
a
what
mind
like
and will of its
gameplay
own.
I've seen. That's what it
But
kind of
if that
reminds me
thing's
of.
hell-bent
Or
on
like
trying
Animal
to
Crossing.
destroy our planet,
That's what that
then the only
reminds me
thing
of.
left for us to do
And I
is
don't
stop
know,
it.
like I don't really care for those
As for the
games, so like I don't know if I'd actually like it.
I
But
suppose
everyone's
my
like, no,
feelings on
if
that
you
are
like
a bit
Kingdom Hearts,
more
you would love this
mixed.
game.
How so?
So I don't know.
Coexistence between
Feel free to
Danans and
input on
Renans
that
in
if you
many
have any
sphere is
experience
still a
with
work
that
in
game.
progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
you kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danon is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danons have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danons, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be
Sorry,
in a
I'm not really
truly
talking
good
much,
place.
guys.
Well, first,
Like I
we can
told
try
you,
to figure out what to do about the existing
talking a lot for
conflicts
me
we
right
have.
now
Yeah.
makes me cough a
It'd
ton,
be nice
and I
if
really
one day
don't want to
people
cough in
could
your
learn
guys'
to get
ear.
past their hatred like Rinwell
Or
did.
like constantly mute my
It's no
mic.
small task. You can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has
I'm
their
literally
reasons for
contemplating
feeling
just
the way
muting
that
my
they
mic.
do.
Just having my
But
mic
if we just
off
keep
the
yelling
entire
at each
stream.
other about it,
But I don't want to
we'll
do that
never
either.
move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
Ew, I hate how she
We
just
all
said
have to figure out how
scenario.
to meet halfway.
Scenario.
Not just that, but to also embrace each
Do
other's
better,
pain in
Kisara.
a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that
Also,
hatred. It won't be achieved
This
through
is
reasoning,
first world problems.
but I think it's a good first
My
step.
ice machine
if
just
nothing else.
decided to stop making ice today.
And
So
now,
I'm like raw dog in
I
water
think
right
I see
now.
a way to move forward.
It's cold,
Let's do
but
that.
like I like my
First,
drinks
we
like
need to make sure our planet
to
isn't going to
freeze
get
my
wiped out.
insides with like a ton of ice. Like I will fill my Stanley up to like here with ice. It's not cold enough. I might as well just be drinking lava. JK, JK, JK. Okay, let's see. I've gotta talk to her.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Danon mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danons again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danons probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah, I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change,
Oh,
so
something
can
I just
anyone
thought
else.
about.
So I was thinking maybe, I don't
Big
know.
Head, you
I
asked
could
me
use my position as both a Danon
what my
and a
next
mage
game is
to
gonna
help
be.
bring both sides together.
I actually was
His
browsing
great spirit worries me
the
too,
PlayStation
though.
Store today.
Dana's will
I
feels
might
so
go ahead
warm
and
and
buy
inviting. So why is Rena's will
Final
trying to
Fantasy
destroy our
16's
entire
DLC.
planet?
They have a bundle
Now that you
package. I
mention
guess there's 2
Everett
DLC that came
35
out.
and the other scientists here
They have
never
a bundle
really brought
package,
that up.
and it's right now
Maybe
like
they don't know
20,
either.
maybe $30. I
Maybe.
don't remember.
But regardless,
But now
at
that it's
the
getting
end of
close
the
to
day,
holidays, that's
Dana's still
definitely
our
gonna
home.
come
There's
down
no
a lot.
way
So
we can let it be destroyed.
once it goes on sale,
We
because I
won't.
hate spending up.
We'll keep
I
it
don't like
safe no
spending
matter
more
what.
than like $15 on DLC. I'm a cheap bitch. And if you're gonna, it's DLC, guys. Like, I just spent $70 fucking on the game. Got me fucked up wanting to pay $100 for a video game. No. Anyway, I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale, and then I'll probably buy that. So when and if I do, I'll let you guys know.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleton? Once my memory started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man,
Lucid Dragon, hello, 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 welcome in.
All I can remember thinking was,
that's like one
when's
of
this
my
guy gonna
favorite
get his act
emotes.
together?
The dancing
Law.
dinosaur.
I was too worried
Love
about
it.
repeating the
How
same
are you
mistakes
doing?
I'd made back with my dad and running away from the truth. That was
I'm
no way
really
to
sick
live.
right now.
And I've tried to stay
I think I just have a
strong,
sinus infection.
my way.
Uh,
But all this talk about
I
other
feel like
races
shit.
and the world ending.
I probably look
If I
like
can
shit
be
too.
honest with you guys,
But
it's
I'm
just
not
all too
as
much for me to
talkative as I
handle
normally
right
am
now.
because it sends my
I know this
my
is going to
coughing
sound strange
into
coming
a
from me, but
frenzy,
maybe
so
the key
I'm
is
trying
not
not to
to worry
talk
too much
a lot.
about the big stuff right now.
But I hope you're doing well.
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious
Nice.
reasons. But
I love
never
relaxing.
really opened
Relaxing is
up to
my
anyone about them.
favorite.
And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat
Excuse
that
me.
was bigger than me,
Do you know what show that I
didn't know
just
what I
like?
should do or who
Because
to
this is
tell.
like the season where I love all my baking shows. Like
But
we're
that's
getting
when
into
I
fall, and
finally got it.
I like binge watch
You guys
baking
were all
shows.
there for me to teach me what's
The
really
Halloween
important.
Baking
I
Championship
just had
is
to open
on
up and listen.
HBO
In other words,
right now.
if you let the big
Yeah,
picture
I'm watching the
stuff
hell
get
out of
you
that
all
show.
muddled up inside,
Love it. That is
you'll
like
begin to lose sight
I
of
could
what
watch
you
that all day.
really care
I could
about.
watch baking shows,
I think you're right.
like baking
The thing
championship
that's
shows,
most important.
and Judge
I
Judy
really care
all day
about.
long and not give a
All I
fuck.
wanna do is protect
Like
the people
I
that
would literally
really
sit
matter
on
to
the
me.
couch,
To fight for them.
plant my ass
That's good
on the
enough,
couch
right?
with a blanket, snacks
Not
and
everyone
drink,
is
and
strong
just
enough to
like
fight.
Huh?
brain rot all day if I
Something
had
your
Judge
dad told
Judy
me once
in
when
my
he was still
face
alive.
or a baking
Law,
championship.
you know
in my
you're strong
face.
enough to fight. And
He
you're
does
strong
have
enough to
ears.
protect the people you
I
care
put them
about.
on there, but
Forget
yes,
all the
he
big
does.
stuff going on.
Unruly, hello,
Just don't lose sight of what you
hello.
want to protect in the first place.
How are you doing?
Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me.
Sorry, I keep muting
Just
my
like I
mic because I don't
always
want to cough in your
I
guys'
think that's
ear.
best.
Oh, okay. I'm so happy to have you here. How's your week been so far? How was your weekend?
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed.
I'm sick.
It's shocking
I'm a
to have
little
so many
sickly right
things I
now.
thought to be indelible
But I'm
fade
okay.
away
I just
in
have
mere
like a
seconds.
sinus infection.
Even I'm still
But I'm
not
okay.
sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one.
Well, that's great. That is great.
I can only imagine that you must
I got
have been
news that
constantly
we got
feeling like
approved
this, ever since your memory
for
returned
house.
us,
So
and you as
we
well,
will be
Shion,
moving,
about your thorns.
assuming inspections
being
go
a
well.
maiden.
We will be moving
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
on September 30th to
Well,
our new
to
home.
say the least. But enough about me.
No, I
I'm not
didn't get sick from
concerned
the
for
sun.
myself. What concerns me is all of the
My
other
son
Renans out
got
there.
me and my husband sick
When you
from
say
school.
the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Thank you so much.
Correct.
Thank you, thank you.
Even if
I'm
we stop
very
the great
excited.
spirit
I
from
just
annihilating
this is
Dana,
still like the hold your
our
breath
problems
moment for
will
me
still
because we
remain.
still have to get through
Putting
inspections.
aside
So like
the
assuming
untold
everything goes
state that
good,
Rena may
tomorrow's
be
our
in.
inspections.
If we do not truly belong there,
So assuming everything
we'll
goes
have
good,
to
then
think long and
we got
hard
ourselves a
about where it is
house.
that we wish to return to.
Thank you. You did. You
So,
absolutely did tell me
I guess
that.
your only real
And I
choices
appreciate
at this point
the
are to either
positive
stay on
vibes.
Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now,
Normie could give a
Lenegis
shit.
might not even be a safe option.
I've been talking to him like, Normie,
And
you
at
want
the
to
same
move?
time, Danans are
Doesn't
hardly
care.
likely to embrace
He
Renans
said,
with open
feed me
arms.
snacks, bitch.
If the issue is
That's
forced,
all he cares about.
things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries
I actually
worth
think
of
he'll really
hatred
like
to
it, though,
overcome between us.
because
And
there's
the
no
victims of
steps
our
in this
rule
house unless you go like
absolutely
down to
every
the
right
basement.
to feel animosity towards us Renans.
So like the whole first
Our own
floor, it's just like a ranch
circumstances as the
style
aggressors
home.
are
So
irrelevant.
in his old
I
age,
didn't
I'm
expect
sure
the
he's
former
gonna like
Lord of
no
Menancia
steps.
to be so down about people
He just wants
reconciling.
snacks. That's all.
Menancia's
You should have
fate
seen him
was a stroke of
earlier.
good
He was
luck.
totally lounged
There had
out
been
on my
backlash
carpet
over
in
how it
here
had
in
been
this
ruled,
room.
and I was blessed
But
to have
he was like
sympathizers among
his
my
whole
ranks.
belly was like
Still,
just exposed.
now,
I'm like,
There
Norman,
remain ardent dissidents.
collect yourself.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't
If
that
any
what
of you
hope
don't
to
know,
achieve on
Norman
Lenegis
is my
after
cat.
this is all over?
He frequents
Indeed.
visits in
I
here
fully
while I'm
accepted the
streaming.
burden
He's
of
not
that
here today.
responsibility. In that
I think he
regard,
just went
I
downstairs,
remain
but
determined. On that note,
Yeah, he's normally
I
in
have
here with
something of
me
a favor to ask of you,
while I'm
Alphen.
streaming.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator, so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only blazing sword.
I'm telling you, he
I
really
suspect
likes
the
it in
Daemons
here
may
because there's a
listen to what you
shag,
have to say
like,
when
carpet
problems
in
arise.
here, like a rug.
And I take
And
it
it's like
that
a
you'll
high
be the one
shag.
to
It's like a
represent
tall
the
shag.
Renans?
So it's like,
Yes.
he needs
I
it
realize
all
that
the
I'm
time.
asking
Like,
quite a lot
you
of
know,
you.
when cats do, like, the
However, the fact of the matter is that
the
it will
bacon
take
the
time
bread,
for Renans
to,
to
like, the
re-enter
roll in
Dana's
the dough
society
type of
without any
move.
bloodshed.
He does it all the
That
time.
is
He
why.
loves this carpet.
You're the
He probably
same
feels
as
like
ever,
he's
Dohalim.
he's like living in
Is it too
luxury.
No, relax. You get so
Oh,
tense
for
and
sure it
formal when
is.
you're asking for a favor.
You get
Listen, there's
multiple
no need for
meals a
that.
day.
We're
You get
friends.
lovin's all day. You don't gotta pay no bills.
You're too kind.
Yes.
I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
And I'll ask
Chris,
once again.
do not
This
start.
time just as friends.
Adam already is like,
Will you
just
help
let
me?
you know tomorrow's football.
You don't even
And I'm
need
like,
to ask. Of course I will.
great.
My friend.
I'm just here for the snacks.
Well, it
Like-
sounds like everyone's learning from the past and using it to create
So-
a better future for everyone.
Football snacks.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel
I
about
come
the
up with
origin
like
of the
new
Renans?
things every year. At least
To be
one
honest,
new
I'm
dish
not really
for
all that
like
shocked,
sport ball
actually.
night.
I mean,
But normally,
I
you
might
know,
be a
it's
Renan in a
chili
literal
dip,
sense, but
wings,
I've never really felt like
maybe
one
some
of
hanky
them.
panky. But I'll usually
Right
come up with
now,
something
it's
else, like to throw
kind of a
in a
mystery.
little razzle
How
dazzle.
do you mean?
What's your guys' favorite
Because for
football
a
snacks?
really,
Give me
really
some
long
ideas.
Time, all I ever thought
I
about
always
was
like,
how I was going to die.
and when I say football snacks, I
Not
mean like
if
something
or
easy.
when,
Just mind you, it's
but
just
how.
us two. So like,
I thought I'd die
I don't
alone.
want to make nothing
That
crazy.
fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined.
I know,
that
aren't their
I'd be
outfits like
traveling
super
with someone
snazzy?
Like you,
This is, I
fighting
think,
to
like the
save
third
Rena
phase
and
of the
Dana.
game.
I
So they
mean,
got like all new
how could I have?
well, at least Alphen and
It's been
Shion did.
going on for 300 years.
The other guys, I just like changed their
All
clothes.
this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part.
Yeah,
in
I
all
watch
this,
zero
it's been
sport ball.
even longer than that.
So when it's like football
It
season,
was
you
Naomi's
know,
hope
you gotta have the
that
snacks
somehow
because
someone in the future would be
unfortunately
able
we're
to
watching
stop
fucking football all
before
day.
it was too
But
late.
that's fine as long as I just have good
it. How it
snacks.
fell on us of all people to heed that call is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from
The
getting
only
destroyed.
sport that I
She
actually
considered me
like,
a
that
dad,
I've actually like
as a
bet
real
on,
person.
that I will sit there and
She
watch
very much
is
cherished
boxing.
her own people too.
I will watch boxing.
I don't think
I
she
haven't
wanted
watched
the world
boxing
to be
though in a
saved,
minute.
just so they could
There
go
was
back
actually
to hurting each other. Oh,
who fought this
Maybe
past.
this is
Was
what
there a
she
fight? Was there a match this past Saturday?
Huh?
when we were talking to Kisara earlier.
Anyway,
about
I haven't
that
actually
stuff,
watched
like,
it in a
everyone's
while.
needing to meet halfway
But yeah,
and
we
embrace
used to
each other's
be
pain
super
and
heavy into
suffering.
like every Saturday night watching
She
boxing.
said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put
Listen,
aside
you don't
our
want
own
none of this.
hatred. That means forgiving other people.
And I don't got my nails done right
even
now,
and
so I can
especially
totally
before
like.
they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right?
Ooh, bacon
Is
wrapped,
that what you're saying?
bacon wrapped,
Yeah.
bacon wrapped
I don't
wieners.
just mean forgiving things that happen in the past
Love
either.
bacon wrapped wieners.
Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're
Oh,
right.
sorry.
People
My
can
cough
hurt
drop
one
was like
another
stuck
without
up in my
even
gum.
meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these
I probably
things.
could. I mean, Unruly, you're not
It's
wrong.
not going to be easy.
Listen,
getting
I'm a
past this
professional.
pain. But if we
I
can
could
do
knock
it,
someone to the ground.
I'm sure there'll
For
come
real.
a time when we can all
Just
truly
kidding.
understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world.
Do
we
I
live
look
in
like I would fight
and all the
somebody?
people we care about. I
I'm
think
not
that's
like
the
proud of
very
this,
least
but
I
I've
can
only
do to
been
repay
in
Naori for
2
everything
fights
that she
my
did.
entire life, and
Yeah.
they were in my adult
I
life.
want a future
I
that she
almost
would
got
feel
into a
proud
fight
to
in
live
high
in.
school, but
And I'm
like
going to fight for
I
it.
was so small. I was shorter than I am now,
No, there,
which
Savior
you can't
girl.
tell, but I'm only
We're
5'2".
here to save you
I was
too, you
shorter
know.
than that all through high
Yes, I
school.
know.
And
Don't worry.
when the
I
fight was
haven't
like about to
forgotten.
happen,
I want
I
to
like
live.
lunged in
That's
the
the
air,
honest truth.
and I immediately got swept up by the security guard. He was carrying me around to the office like I'm a fucking rag
Is
doll.
everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Case, I'm not either. Like, I
What are your
have a
thoughts,
fucking
Alphen?
sinus
wanna know what's
infection.
on
I
your
hope you
mind,
feel
too.
better.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit
Midgar,
alone,
hello.
then so be
Sorry,
it.
I'm catching up with chat.
It's trying to rob us
No,
of our entire
like,
world.
I'm not
It's
even
going to
kidding.
take
Like,
not just our
the
home,
security
but
officer
all
was
of
like 6
existence along with
million feet tall. So,
That
like,
alone
he
is enough to
literally
make it our
swooped
enemy.
my little fun-sized ass up and threw me over the
But
shoulder.
not
And they
only
used to
that,
call me Hoodie in
one
high
way or
school,
another,
the
I think
security
beating
people.
the Great Spirit
And
is
he was
going
like,
to be
come on,
tied to
Hoodie,
us
we're going to the
saving
office.
Shion.
I was like, God, put me down, put me down.
You're saying there's a chance?
You know what, Chris? You're damn right. I am 6'3" and a half.
You're referring to the
You
vision
know?
of destruction we all saw in Lenegus, I take
Chris
it?
knows. Chris actually knows
Yeah.
me in person.
3
And he can
centuries
vouch
ago,
for
the
that.
astral energy that appeared at the spirit
What's
channeling
what's
ceremony
the
showed Naomi that
sport ball
vision.
chick's name right now that's like super
Did you
popular
hear Shion tell it?
in
The same
basketball?
one that she sees from her own
I'm
dreams
taller
as
than her.
well.
Indeed.
Bet.
Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy.
Case, I hope you feel better if you're still in
Which we know
here.
is native only
I'm
to
sick
Rena.
too. Like, I'm telling you, it's the
And
back
if
to
Rena's
school
great
fucking
spirit is what's behind Dana's
disgusting
pending
cooties.
destruction, then
Parents bringing their sick ass kids to school and
Of the Great Spirit?
getting
It's
my
not actually
family
Rena like we
sick.
thought?
I am short.
We don't know anything.
And it's
for
funny,
certain.
like I said in high
At the
school,
very
I
least,
was under
I
5
think it's
foot in
possible
high
her
school.
thorns are a part of the
I
Great
didn't have a
Spirit.
growth spurt until like the end of my senior year,
While
and I've been the
anybody
same
was
height
out
ever
for
since. It's funny. It's funny. I can laugh about it now, but in high school it was not fun.
Shion,
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit.
Yes. So
could go over there
Roman,
and give it a
my
piece of
son,
my mind
he
in one
it started like Thursday, like Wednesday or Thursday, and so he's had
the question
croup a
is how
lot,
do we confront it?
and so like I kind of know
Suffice
what
it
to
to
listen
say,
for
That flower growing out of Rena
if
is
he were to get it
enormous,
again.
large enough
And
to
so
house the will of an
he
entire
woke up at
planet.
like 3 in the morning, like wheezing, and
The
like
wedge
had a
and the
really
Lenegus
nasty
were
cough
both
that
hard
sounded
enough
like a
for us to
bark.
overcome in our
So
own
if you've
life.
ever had a kid that
This
had
is an
croup,
altogether greater
you know what I'm
challenge
talking
for
about.
nearly 6.
Very similar to like whooping cough.
And we only
So
know
I
about the
immediately was like,
thorn's
okay,
connection
like
thanks to Naomi.
we're gonna sit. I literally sat in front of the freezer with him to get the cold air like in his lungs, and then he finally fell back asleep. He
Everett
was fine.
35 has been observing
And
the great astral
the
spirit
next
this
day,
whole
I
time.
took him to. I couldn't get him into his doctor,
It wouldn't
so
ask us
I
to find
took
it unless
him
it has a
to
plan of some sort.
the little
Let's go see what
clinic,
that
which is
is.
kind of like a emergency room or like an urgent care, inside of Kroger, and they were like, "Yeah, he's just got a cold." I'm like, "You
So
sure?"
if the Sovereign and
I don't think
Maiden
so.
were originally boot up
So they gave him
programs
like a
for Renegades,
steroid
what about now?
inhaler,
Even with the
and I
forbidden
called
zone
his
in ruins,
pediatrician's
our
office like,
Renaissance
"Look,
stolen. Lenegus is
every time he's ever
functioning
had
fine.
croup, he's has
If
the
it
same
needed us
symptoms
before,
right now,
it doesn't appear
and they're
to
just
now.
giving him an inhaler."
First they lumber you with a position
So
you
they're
never
like,
asked for,
"Well,
then you're discarded like you're
unless
nothing?
you
Who the hell
can
do
wait
they
until
think
like
they
next
are?"
week to see his
More
doctor,
importantly,
there's
who
really
do they
nothing we
think
can do."
are?
And I'm
We
like,
might
"Okay,
not
well by
even
then he's
factor
probably
into
gonna be
their
better."
list
So
of concerns.
he's
I
fine
just
now.
hope
He's
everyone
literally
on
like
Lenegus
he has a
is
little
safe.
cough, but it's gone
Worst
now
comes
pretty
to
much.
worst,
And now
Lenegus
me
is
and
equipped with a large
me and
number
my
of
husband are
starships that
sick.
people can escape in. As long as the
No,
whole
I'm not a
satellite doesn't
nurse.
suddenly explode or
I am not a
something,
nurse. I don't know
they
what the
should
fuck
be
I'm
fine.
doing. I've just like the
Wait,
first time my
explode?
son had croup,
In
it
any
scared
case,
the fuck out
if
of
we're
me.
truly
Like
going to make a
literally,
difference,
he woke up
it's on
like
Rena we're
2 or
needed,
3 o'clock in the
not
morning,
Lenegus.
and he was like
The people
gasping
there
for
will be
air,
fine, I'm
and he
sure.
had that scary sounding cough. Like, let me tell you how fucking fast I drove to the fucking emergency room, children's hospital. Like, it was so fucking scary. And they were the ones that were like, "Listen, it's croup. It sounds a lot worse than it actually is. It's an infection in their like lungs, and it basically just tightens up like their vocal cords. So it just sounds really scary. And that's why they told me like a little trick: sit in front of like a freezer, or if it's like cold outside, if it's like winter, go outside. Get the cold air in there because it shocks the vocal cords." So, oh, I 1000% believe that too. Unruly. Not knocking anyone that works in the medical field. Not saying you're one of those people, but in my experience, hold on, Normie's breaking down my door. Come on, Norman. Norman has entered the building. But no, in my experience, yeah. I mean, hell, I just had an experience where this nurse practitioner was like, "He's just got a cold." I'm like, no the fuck he doesn't. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, He's got croup. Whatever. It's probably because his age, and typically in his age, it's not croup. Like, they don't consider it croup. Like, just give him an antibiotic. Like, literally, if they would have given him an antibiotic, he would have been 100% like the next day. Yeah, like, I fucking hate it. Yeah, he's in here. I'm telling, like, his new obsession right now is the rug. He's not moving. He's just, like, on the rug, chilling. I don't know why either. Maybe it's because it's getting, like, colder outside, so, like, it's colder downstairs, so he just wants to come up here and be warm. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go right now, because, oh. Is this where I'm going? No. Ah. Okay, so where is this? Central level. Oh, and also, I don't know what's been going on. My fucking OBS is OBSing, so if I'm like lagging randomly, it's not me, it's OBS. So how is everyone doing? Welcome in, everyone.
Do you have your answer for me? We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect
also,
us to do that?
Going back to what I was saying, because you said,
You
am
must
I a
have
nurse?
something up your sleeve, or
I'm
else
not
you
a
wouldn't put
nurse,
us up to
but I
it.
have had, like,
The great
STNA
astral spirit
training.
is an immense being,
I
but
just
its
didn't
actual
go
will does
through
not
with
run
that job
throughout
field.
its entire body.
So,
Rather,
I'm not saying I
its
know
will
as
is
much as, like, a
derived from
nurse.
the core,
I didn't go to
which
school,
supports the rest
like,
of the
a
body,
nurse.
and is where
Morgan,
its
what are
strength
you
is
doing
most
there?
densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the great spirit shall become
Crazy.
unable to maintain
But I know, like,
sentience
some
and
things.
return to being ordinary astral
So, yeah.
energy.
That
And
was
how
my
are we
point in
supposed
bringing
to
that up.
destroy that core?
By using
Is
the
anyone
Rena's
excited for
armor,
Halloween? Do not call me for
you
CPR.
will also
I've never
need
had
the
CPR
assistance of both the
training.
sovereign and the
That's
maiden.
actually, so I don't know if
They
it's
are our
different,
best
like,
tools
anywhere
for
else, but
suppressing and
STNA
controlling
training, you
astral
don't have
energy.
to get, like, CPR certified,
Using their
which is
powers,
crazy.
the maiden shall
You should
seal
1000%.
the great astral
It should be like a
spirit within
required,
her
it should be a
body,
law. Like,
and
if
the
you're gonna
sovereign
get
shall
that
wield the
certification,
power of the Rena's alma to destroy
you should
it.
have, that should be a
Hold on.
requirement. I've never
That
once
sounds a lot
had
like what
CPR
Keon
training.
described before.
Never.
Yeah.
I probably
killing
should.
herself to take out the thorns
I
with it.
probably absolutely should. But no.
She was actually right all along.
By my
I'm so
calculations,
excited for Halloween.
your
My husband
powers
is all
combined
about
should be
Christmas
sufficient
time,
to destroy
and
the
he loves
great
summer too,
astral
but
spirit
he
and
doesn't
disperse
really
its
care for
energy
Halloween.
widely enough to
And so
make
he
it
can
difficult
tell,
to
like,
reform.
I'm like
What will happen to the
getting
maiden
ready
once we
for
manage to beat the
Halloween.
gray
Like, I'm
astral
so,
spirit?
like, eagerly waiting. Like, let me put up the
Any matter
decorations.
contained within the field of
Obviously, I'm not going to do it
destruction
now
shall
because
be
we're getting ready to
erased.
move. But,
So it really
like,
will
as
kill
soon
me.
as we moved and get settled,
This method
all the
is the
Halloween
most
shit's
simple
going
one available to
up.
destroy the
And
great
he's just like,
spirit,
God,
and is
please
therefore
no.
our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when
As
the
an
most
agent?
optimal among them is so
Okay.
Get it. I
You mean
promised
like
Fiona she wouldn't die. That we'd save
like
the
a
world
Men in
without
Black?
needing to
Like
sacrifice her.
a secret agent?
We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any
My son
other way
was
to take out the great
my
spirit,
son
I want
was
to hear
a
it.
skeleton
This
last
plan
year,
shall lead to the
and I
futile
asked him what he wanted to be
process
this
of
year,
preserving
and he
your
said a
world.
skeleton again.
Abandoning it is
He doesn't like
irrational.
understand the concept of Halloween
It
yet,
is vital that you proceed
but
with this plan.
I keep trying to like
A part of Rena's
say
great
like, come on,
astral
let's be
spirit
like
already resides
zombies,
within
or
her.
let's be like a Dracula family or
300 years ago,
something.
The great spirit descended upon
Yeah, he's just
Renegade
like, I
in
just
an
want to be a
attempt
skeleton.
assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the great spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier
Oh,
hypothesis
man.
correct.
That part inside the maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the
Once
great
Halloween
astral
starts,
spirit to revive itself.
I actually
So
might
long as it
do
remains,
like on my streaming
it will
nights.
be
I
all
actually
but
might do like
impossible to
little
fully eradicate the
kind of
great
dress
spirit.
up
That
nights,
is
like
why it is
nothing
necessary
crazy,
for
but
it
like,
to
you
be
know,
vanquished
I might
only
do like
once it
little
is whole. Without the mage's
Every night I
direct
stream, all through
control over
October,
the
I'm just
Great
gonna dress
Spirit,
up. We might have
attacking it is
some scary
futile
movie
and
night.
will only serve to strengthen it.
It'll be fun.
No.
He's never watched SpongeBob. Do you know what show, speaking of which, that he just recently got into that I am like over the moon about is PB&J Otter. If anyone knows what that is, that was like a show I watched when I was a kid. And he saw it one day on Disney Plus, and he just started watching it, and he is obsessed. He is all about PB&J Otter, and I'm like, yes, love PB&J Otter.
It is true that the Renis
I'm trying to get him to watch Gullah Gullah Island.
And could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes.
Norman, will you stop?
However, doing so requires fine.
I'm trying to get him
control on the level of
to
spirit
watch
channeling
Gullah Gullah
ceremony,
Island, but he doesn't really care
considering
about
the
that.
previously
PB&J
lost
Otter,
when that ceremony
that's
failed.
where it's at.
I
What
cannot
is
allow
Max
it.
Steel?
Its uncertainty is simply
That
too
sounds
great.
familiar.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
He is in and out. I don't know what are you doing? What is your issue?
Fine then.
Norman,
I'd rather stay
Do you
here
have a
and
dilemma?
rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
he just looked at me like, what, bitch?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not
Yeah,
if
I
it means
might
having to
actually
sacrifice one of us in the
try and
process.
do some
If all
cosplay
you're
stuff
gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe,
during
then quit
October.
ordering us around and shut up!
But if anything, I might just do like some little lightweight, spooky theme,
What
little
you say is irrational. Be that as it
spooky
may,
costume,
I
maybe
shall
some face
accede to
paint or
your
something.
demand.
I don't know.
You'll agree?
I have to do something to make up for the fact that I'm not playing a scary game. Because that's like what everyone does, right? In October, everyone's like, ooh, let's stream a scary game. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I can't.
How well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
Unless I find a game
But what
that's
are we supposed
like
to do about the Renis Alma?
only mildly
One of
scary.
your buddies ran off with it
No.
back on Lennigan.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
Is it a cartoon or is it like a
is to head
live
straight
action
to the Great
movie?
Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're
Max
saying that
Steel.
even
I
if
have
we
literally
manage
never
to
heard of
beat
this.
the Great Spirit without
He might like it,
destroying
though.
it, we'll still
He
be
likes
in
the
danger?
Amazing
Likely, the
Spidey and
collapse will occur
Friends
in stages.
um,
It is recommended
cartoon.
that you all escape.
He really likes
before
that.
the
He likes
final
Spider-Man.
stage.
And actually, I don't know if you were in chat when I was talking about it, but
Havrek 35 and the others have
He-
gotten used to hypothesizing
he
from
found
afar, so.
my husband's Spider-Man game. He's got the first Spider-Man game, and my son found it, and they've been playing it together. Like, he's actually really good. Like,
Fix our starship.
I have it on easy
We're
mode,
going to
but
Rena.
he like walks up to like the enemies and just like goes
But I
ham
wanna
on
make
them and
one
starts
thing
beating them
clear.
up, and
We're doing
he
this for
figured out how to
ourselves,
use like
to
his web
protect what
slinger
matters to us.
or web shooter,
We're
whatever
not
it's
doing it
called.
for your sake,
He's
or
actually
because you
really good at
told
games.
us
So
to.
like him and my husband have been
Remember
playing
that.
that together lately.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same.
I know. I'm
Your
excited.
work
I
on
told
your
you I got him
starship has
into
commenced.
Tears of the
You'll have to
Kingdom. He
wait
actually
until
really
it's
liked that. He loves Mario too.
Man.
Like he
Is
only
the
likes
Renaissance
Mario
Alma
64.
really our only hope against
No,
the
he
Great
likes Super
Spirit?
Mario World too, but he likes
There has to be
Mario
another
64
way,
way more.
Shion's Fire Master
he'll
Core
play
was
Mario
able
Kart.
to suppress astral
But
energy
yeah, he really just
to
likes
prevent it
listening
from
to
gaining
Mario
sentience,
talk.
right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
all about
sure.
Spider-Man
In
too.
small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the blazing sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to
He'll
manage
even
that,
like watch
it can do this, right?
like the
Except after it
old
absorbed the
school
energy, it ended up releasing it all
Spider-Man
moments
cartoon.
later. Remember? Let's
No,
not
he's never
forget,
watched
it
Ben
nearly
10.
killed you.
Keep in mind, my
Besides,
son's only 5.
This is the great
He's
spirit we're
still
talking
very
about,
much
not a
into
paltry
like
vessel. Even if
the
I could use the
educational
master
stuff,
core,
like
your body wouldn't
Sesame
be able to take the
Street,
strain of
and
channeling
like he
that
just
much
got into
energy.
PB&J Honor. Like that's very recent.
Didn't mention it.
But
It
like
did not
Mickey
seem the
Mouse
type to skimp on
Clubhouse,
details.
things like that. Like
So assuming it's even possible,
he's still very
the
much like in
chances
that
are slim to none.
phase. So like he's
Probably
gradually getting into like different shows, like Spidey and Friends. So it's not really like Spider-Man for real, but it's a cute show. I mean, it's the Spidey and Friends. It's just like a super kid version of Spider-Man. There's a Mickey Mouse scary movie. I know there's a Winnie the Pooh scary movie where like the person's wearing like a Pooh mask. So dumb. My gosh, see, here it goes. I'm talking too much. Oh, that's the movie that you're talking about? Oh, you've seen it? It looked like the person was just like wearing a mask. Wow. Well, shit, now that I know it's actually them, I have to go and see it now. What's the Mickey Mouse movie you're talking about? I'm all about like the really dumb, scary movies. The stupider the better. I love it.
You still thinking about what the
Oh,
scientists
yeah,
told us?
that sounds about right.
About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people
Like,
have been
one of my
the same this
favorite,
whole time
like,
will only give the Danans further
classic,
reason to resent us.
really dumb, scary movies
You still intend to confront this
is,
truth head on, don't you?
Tales from the Crypt,
Well,
but also Creepshow.
I did declare
Actually,
that I would live my
I think
life
I
for
like
the living,
Creepshow more
and
than
not the
Tales
dead.
from the Crypt. I used to
Even
love
as I dream
Creepshow.
of retirement,
My
I shall
favorite
remain
one,
dedicated to the cause.
and I'm horrible with
I'm
titles.
sure
I don't
you'll do
remember
great.
each like story's name, but the one
that I
where
think
it's
about it,
Leslie Nielsen
I don't believe
or
I've ever heard
something,
you criticize or reproach
and
us
he's like a
Renans
rich
even once.
asshole. And like at the
I'm no
end, his
saint.
wife, he kills
I
his
have
wife.
skeletons in my
And at
closet
the end,
too.
the wife like
There was definitely a
buries
time
him in
when
the
I hated
sand.
Renans
Like she
for who
comes
they
back
were.
from the dead and buries him
I
in the
hated them
sand.
just for
It's a
being
great
Renans.
one.
But you
The
changed
other
that,
one
Dohalim.
where
You gave
the
me an
monster
opportunity
that they
to see them
find,
in
like
a
it's like
different light.
a yeti or something that they find,
Thanks
and
to
it's
your
like in the
reforms,
crate.
we were able to stand next to
And the
Renans,
person,
not as
like the
slaves, but as
scientist,
equals
has
for
like
the
a really
first time in
bitchy
our
wife, and
lives.
she comes in like,
Of course,
"What the fuck are you
I'm sure
doing?
there were
Working
some
so late,
Renans
blah
who
blah."
still
And
hated
he's
us on
like,
the
"Oh,
inside.
actually, I have a present for
But
you.
we
Go
knew
check
that
out
not
that
all of
crate
you
over
were
there."
like that.
And the
There
yeti
were
like
those of you
eats
who were
her.
good.
Yeah, that one
And
actually
that was a
scared me because
start.
the yeti is like scary looking.
When it comes down to
But
it,
no, if you've never
Renans
seen
are
Tales
just
from the
people.
Creepshow,
They can be good or
Tales from the
bad,
Crypt is good,
just
but
like
Creepshow's
Renans.
way better.
That is,
They're
in
I mean they're like
essence,
from
the
the
heart of your
like
approach,
80s and
isn't it?
90s,
That
so
we're
like
all people.
they're not super
Yeah,
great
it
compared to
is.
today's,
When
but
you
like
can pull
they're
someone aside
entertaining
and
for
talk
sure.
to
There's a
them
lot of
one-on-one,
different ones.
then you have the chance to come to an understanding.
Chris, do
But
your
as soon as
thing.
you
Enjoy your
stereotype,
night.
that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike.
I was just talking about
Realistically speaking,
Creepshow.
Surely they won't
Chris,
all
did
be
you ever
able to
watch
get
Creepshow
along.
when you were a kid?
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright. To deal with one another as humans and nothing more. That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
I promise.
Yes, I do. I think it would
unruly, like, they're not scary like that. Like, I mean, I'm sure as a kid, if you watched them, you'd be fucking terrified, but no, like, they're not scary like that. They're entertaining, though. I do like them. Even today, like, I love watching them. I was just talking about that, like, the two Tales from the Crypt and Creepshow. I think I like Creepshow more than Tales from the Crypt. But there's this one, I don't remember which it falls under, but it was called The Bordello of Blood. I don't remember if that's Tales from the Crypt or Creepshow.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
I want to say it's Tales from the Crypt.
Well,
it's about, like, all the vampires and shit.
Don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you.
Actually, I think the actor that's in it, he was in Fright Night or Frighteners, whatever that vampire movie was, but he was like the main character in that movie. Anyway,
I appreciate your patience.
That's like the only Tales from the Crypt show, if that's what it is. That's the only one that I can remember.
And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before.
Oh my god. So you just sat there?
I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Unruly, you should. Like, if you like scary movies, like I said, it's totally like B-rated. Like, it's not gonna keep you up at night. But they're good. They're actually like really good stories.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before. About whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that.
I swear, I haven't even, like, hardly played. Like, this has literally just all been cutscenes.
Anybody would be if something
this is kind of crazy.
Being questioned. So, I'm sorry.
My entire almost hour and a half of streaming
kept my mouth shut.
Has all been cutscenes.
No, Law.
I've, like, shuffled from room to room, but that's about it. So.
Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's
will,
don't
Chris,
you?
I think do you play Elden Ring?
A lot more than the rest of us?
Does anyone in here play Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Raise your hands.
That might be part of it.
Anyone who is currently
I also want to believe
lurking or in chat.
Remember how I used to really
So if you do,
coming from a family of mages?
You'll be happy to know.
Yeah, of course.
That
because you were
I currently have a goal for myself. If I get 10 subs,
when we rescued Zephyr,
your girl will play Elden Ring. And the reason that's a big deal is because I am a chicken shit. And I know that's not a scary game, but the boss fights look fucking ridiculous. So, like, they actually look very intimidating. And everyone is telling me that, like, it's gonna be too much for me to play. But listen, if I get 10 subs, I will get Elden Ring, and I will play it until completion. Not in one night. I love myself, so I'm not going to do it in one night. But I will play it continuously until I complete the game. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of that game, and it looks ridiculous. But I promise you I will do it. So just letting you know. Just letting you know. That is out there.
But you trust it, Rinwell. And that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's what literally everyone tells me. Is there, like, a difficulty setting? Can I just play on easy? Or is it, like, the setting is what it is?
What?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it's
I'm not playing Fortnite, unruly. Would you just shit yourself if one day I went live and I'm like, I'm playing Fortnite, guys. Come join me. Or whatever the lingo is.
In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will.
Oh, there's not a difficulty setting? Oh, great. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah. Maybe.
Who does that? Like, in today's day and age, Who wants to play a stressful game?
But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for.
Yeah, like literally everyone
who
that
I
has
am
told me about Elden Ring,
Who I've become.
they like slightly recommend it to me, but like very much with caution. Like they're like,
So thanks,
you
Rena,
probably would like
for
it just for
sharing
like the
this with me.
aesthetics of the game and that it is like high fantasy, but like it's extremely difficult and it might stress you out a lot. I'm like, great, amazing. You know, that's
To be
funny
honest, the only
that you say
reason I
that,
was
Unrelated,
suspicious
because
of
I
Dana's
actually
will-
have that. I'm waiting for
well,
that to
I
be
mean,
available
it mostly was-
available for me to pick up
I
from the
feel
library.
like you and I
So
have
I'll be
grown
taking that out
apart
soon.
lately.
Spider-Man
I
like
was
isn't my
worried it was
thing, so
because-
like if I that's a night that I stream it, my
never
husband's
mind.
gonna be playing it, so like it'll be a couple
Nothing.
stream night.
Just forget about it.
No.
Like I'm
What
just,
were you saying?
I'm not in this
Saying, I don't
Spider-Man
remember
games.
saying
I don't really care
anything.
for him.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Oh, that's Dev for that. I mean, I'm not opposed to playing Spider-Man. I will play it. I'll be very bored. Like like that's how Gotham Knights was for me. It was so fucking boring. And like you're literally just running around trying to find things with like this much of a
You don't
story.
want to get some rest?
Now I will say like, and I know this is like I'm talking DC and Marvel, but like
I've got
the
too much on
Batman
my mind.
games, the Arkham
Especially
games,
knowing
I
how close
love
our
those.
last
Those were
battle
fun.
was.
I actually have them, I think.
How are you doing, Shion?
Oh, I think they're actually digital. I don't have
Same
those
as you.
physical, but
Still trying to absorb
I-
everything.
oh, excuse me, sorry, I just burped. Yeah, I do love the Arkham games. The Arkham games are fun.
Remember when it was so simple?
And they're kinda
We were
creepy,
only
too,
fighting all
not
the
gonna
lords
lie.
on Dana? Although that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Like the whole Scarecrow
Ages and ages
synopsis with
Everything that's happened since we first met.
in the Arkham
So
games,
many
that
fights,
actually
so
like
much
freaked me
chaos.
out.
So many
I always
wonderful
want to hear a
people.
funny story. Please tell me.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you.
OBS is OBSing again.
Blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still
I
be a
feel like I
faceless
might have
slave.
seen that though,
Like is not
Chris.
long dead.
I feel like I might have seen that on TikTok. Maybe like a couple different TikToks. Yeah, those are hilarious. I saw this
Hey,
one
I want you to
where this
promise me
person
something.
cut out like an eyes and like a nose hole
If
out
you
of
can't
a
find the Renis Alma,
like a small McDonald's
There's
bag
something
and
I
put
want
it
you
on
to
their
do.
cat's head. The way that cat looked at that person, like, bitch,
Like
I'm gonna
Hedrick
shit
35
all up in
said,
your shoes
the only
after
way
you're
we can
done
end the Great
with your
Spirit
fun
for
right
good
now.
is to go after
Was
both the main body and
hilarious
Lena,
to me.
and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back,
They wouldn't
you'll
take
use the
it?
blazing sword to
Why?
destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
No, I'm not gonna do that to Normie. Normie honestly
It's
wouldn't
true
even
the
care.
blazing sword may not have
Like,
the
Norman is
strength of
that
the
chill,
Renis
he would
Alma,
just, like, he would lay back down,
but it's
for real.
taken us this far.
He does not give a shit.
It's slain lords
We have
and
hardwood
beasts.
in, like, our
At
main
the very
level,
least, it
and
helps
if I
me
ever
worth a
catch him,
try.
like, just sprawled out on the middle of the floor, I'll spin him. And he does not care at all.
Have you forgotten everything?
He looks
that
like Batman
The
already.
Great Spirit
He is
isn't
Batman,
just our
actually.
problem. To our
Batman.
entire world.
That's not the right theme
Renans
song,
and
is it?
Danas alike.
So, I'm
We
trying to
don't
think.
know what's going to
Oh,
happen
you
when
know
we
what?
face it,
I know
but we
that
need
has
to
the.
be prepared for anything.
What's her name? Is it Miss
We
Marvel
can't second guess ourselves when the time
or
comes.
something? The girl like in the game where she can like
I
stretch
promise
like
you,
crazy.
I'm not planning on going
Is that
anywhere.
is that Miss Marvel or
I'm
something?
prepared to fight
What
with
is her name?
absolutely
Yes,
everything
I
I've
remember
got.
that game because we bought it and that was back on our
But if it
PS4. We
comes
bought
down
it.
to it, I
Yeah,
need you to
like
be
my
prepared
husband
too.
actually gave that shit away. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Not Marvel, but you know what games I did actually really like, and I'm not
You
much
should
into
know that I'm not going to
fighter
give up on
games,
you, Shion.
but the Injustice games,
going to
I
fight
really
this
like that.
until the
That
very end.
I really love that game. That was actually a pretty dope game.
I
Speaking
hope
of
you can
Marvel,
forgive me for that.
they need to come on with this whole Wolverine
Alphen,
game. I know they like teased it years ago, and then now we still
Okay.
haven't heard anything.
I understand. And I'll forgive you.
That is a game I will like 1000% get at release, and I will stream it until completion.
So it's a promise then?
That's a promise.
Oh, look
I
how
remember
pretty
how
that
I
is.
felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me.
But yeah, the
But when you
Wolverine
reached
game,
out to me
I'm
and
still
gently
like,
took my hand, you didn't react
come
at all.
on, do something
It was
with
so
this.
easy
Like,
for you.
that I feel like would be an amazing
I
game.
don't have words
And
for the
that whole
shock I
Midnight
felt in that
Sun
moment.
thing, Unruly, I think you just mentioned that.
That's because I couldn't
That's like a
feel
card
pain
game,
back
isn't
then.
it? Yeah. The marketing for that actually had me
Even
so
once
hyped
you
for that
could,
game.
though,
And
you
then come to
still
find out it's
chose
a
to
fucking
keep
card
reaching
game.
out
I was
to
so
me.
pissed.
And
I was
when
like,
you did,
oh,
I felt
cool.
this
They made like an
warmth
Injustice
that I had
style
never known before.
Marvel game. This is gonna be amazing. No, it's a fucking card game. No.
But
I'm not a
still,
fan of card games, so
I
like,
hate having to see you suffer
no
through
thanks.
it every time you do.
Severely pissed me off.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
It has a story, but isn't it a card game?
You think so?
Like, I've actually watched gameplay
do,
of this.
because
It's
I-
like you have like decks.
Shion,
Midnight Suns?
No.
That's the Marvel thing,
You
right?
can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Hold on, I might be talking about the wrong thing. Hold on.
yeah. Okay.
I thought it was called Midnight Suns, but hold on. Because I thought that they were trying to make it like just like Injustice, but it turns out it's like you're not actually fighting with your characters. You're
Everybody
playing
getting up?
cards.
You ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Oh, well, now
Our
my
task is relatively
internet's
straightforward.
acting fucking
We
stupid.
need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Wendy, thank you so much for the follow. I
Let's go,
appreciate you.
We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35?
Oh, wait.
You can see us from where you are?
No, this isn't what I was thinking
I
of.
can. I can see anywhere within the
What
bounds.
the fuck
of
am I
Great
thinking of?
Phases.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
Sorry, I'm
I
reading.
have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere.
Wait,
without
no,
being
yes,
detected.
this is exactly what I'm thinking of. No, hold on, this is exactly, so yes, you might fight,
Due to
but
the
it's
force
based
field
off of the
surrounding
card
Rena,
you have in your
the
deck.
ship will be unable
right?
to go any further than the surface
Are
of
there
the
not
planet.
cards in this game that you're talking about?
So,
Midnight Suns.
once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we
I don't
defeat the
think
Great
you're
Spirit?
thinking of the right game.
I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of
See?
my people is inevitable at this
Yes,
stage.
Midnight Suns.
As
It's a
such,
fucking card
It
game.
would be illogical
I knew
to
I was right. I knew I
discuss
wasn't
the
tripping.
condition in a vain attempt to
Have me
save
looking on
mankind.
Google and shit at this ungodly
I
hour.
understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says
But
seems
anyway.
to be about what's illogical.
So yes, there are fight scenes.
Come on, Doe.
I don't think you actively control your
Hold up.
character,
Did you just...
You heard
but
the lady.
the way
Keep
that
going.
you fight, the way that your combat is totally based on your deck.
What?
No,
As
it's
such,
very fucking stupid.
Your identification number indicates that you are well
I haven't played
past
it.
your predicted
I've
life
watched some
expectancy.
gameplay, so I can't say for certain on
The
that
lady
aspect
left
if you
any
actively
identification number
control
as
your
her
character, because I
function
don't
should
know
have
that.
been rendered
What I do know
unnecessary.
is, yes, it is deck building.
Despite this, the two of you continue
Hard
to
pass.
exist. Why?
But the way they advertised it made it look like Injustice, like exactly how Injustice is, but Marvel.
This is because others have entrusted this to us.
False.
Over
All
the years, many people have come
false.
together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist?
It doesn't sound fun to me anyway. I know some people who like would love it,
It's hard to explain.
but that's just not my cup of tea.
An observer could understand.
Oh, do you not like Injustice? I actually really liked Injustice. I'm not a fighter game fan, but like I really liked Injustice. Really? I liked it. Maybe I liked it because like I don't really like fighter games. But I liked Injustice. It was fun. I absolutely would. Oh shit, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Let me check my map. Now where am I going? Okay. Take off departure area. Now I can finally go down. That's what she said. God, it's been fucking years since I played that game. I'm pretty sure, like, Superman's the final boss fight. I think. I don't fucking remember. It's been so long since I played that game. But it was fun. Oh my gosh, now that we're on, like, a whole...
It would appear
It's pretty
that our
old.
Helgankor
I mean,
host really has
I don't
fulfilled
know when
its
it
end of the
actually
bargain.
released,
You know
but
what that
hell,
means.
I played
Time
it.
to go to Rena.
Me and my
I
husband
guess this
played
means
it.
we should give that warp drive a
I want to
spin.
say back in like 2013, 2014. But now that we're on a whole like Marvel DC tangent, you know what I really wish would happen? I wish they would finish the Justice League movies. Because the way they teased it at the end of the Snyder Cut, with like the Joker being held in captivity, Superman fucking went berserk because Lois Lane, he killed her. Or no, the Joker killer? I think Superman killed Lois Lane, right? Anyway, I don't remember. But where's our fucking sequel? It's not a movie. It's like a deleted scene or maybe like a post-credit scene. Just look it up. You can Google it right now. It's I'm thinking it's part of the Snyder Cut. But anyway, no, it's real. It's got Ben Affleck, Batman, and so at this point it's like in the future. So it clips to a scene where it's in the future. Superman, they're trying to hunt and like take down Superman at this point because
And it's covering
either Superman killed Lois Lane because the Joker like tricked him, or the Joker killed Lois Lane. I can't remember. But at this point, yeah, like Superman's rogue, and Batman and like the squad have the Joker.
This world of
And I'm pretty sure Robin's also dead. So at some point, Robin must have been introduced because he talks about Robin.
But after being robbed
So yeah,
of astral energy
but
for so long,
we're not ever gonna get anything from that, which we should. Like that would be an amazing fucking movie. Yeah, just look it up on YouTube.
Took everything.
Just look up
Stole energy not just from
Batman
living beings, but the
Joker
land,
post-credit scene,
sea,
Justice League,
everything.
something like that. It's actually a really good clip.
Until their whole world was nothing but this.
Yeah, you're right. It is an animated because I see like the recommendations for the animated movies all the time. But no, this I'm sure that's what it came from, or maybe the comics. I don't know. But yeah,
With nothing left here
it's
to
like a
consume,
post-credit scene.
The Great Spirit
Whatever
turned
the
itself
version
on
is,
Dana,
that's like
looking
18
for
hours
another
long.
host.
It's the post-credit scene from that version of Justice League.
You're saying if we don't
And I'm just
stop,
kidding. I'm exaggerating.
this is
It's not
what
18
Dana's
hours long,
going
but
to
it's
look
like hella long. It's like
we can be
4 or
sure
5
that even
hours
these
or
few
something.
remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
Yeah,
the
she
oblivion
was
and
pregnant
darkness
with his
both
baby,
Shion
and yeah, he
Maori
killed her.
saw comes to pass,
So yeah.
nothing will survive.
But the Joker is alive, but Batman has him, like, captive for whatever reason.
It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Sorry, I muted my mic. And another thing, the Joker that is in that scene is Jared Leto. So that's kind of interesting too. Oh,
So this is Rena.
I don't know where we're at.
A hollowed ocean.
No, but you should totally look it up, because I never saw it until, like,
happen if we fell in?
I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago when my tattoo artist, who he is a huge DC fan, he was like, you should totally look up this scene if you haven't, like, seen it already. And I was like, what? That doesn't exist.
You'd like the
It
glory
1000% does.
No, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renin graveyard. Are you
Oh, there goes
proposing to
OBS.
disturb the dead
Freaking out again.
slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, lol?
Am I all laggy? Oh, there, it's fixed now. Okay.
Taking an
Maybe.
interest
Am
is
I all laggy right
understandable,
now?
But let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this
Oh,
one for a
no,
while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the great spirit inside the Renaissance using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that?
I'm trying to get Normie up here. Come here, Normie.
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a
Come say
spirit
hi to your
channeling
fans.
ceremony at our leisure.
They're all here to see you anyway.
I already had wielded astral energy
He's up
once
here now.
3 centuries ago.
Come here,
As for
Normie.
suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's
Here's
strength.
Normie.
It's that it's
Say
sentient
hi.
too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way
That
to
was-
weaken it in
That
advance.
wasn't necessary.
The
I don't know
Great
why you're
Spirit,
yelling
that
at me.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is
He's
their
gonna
host,
just stay
they
here
should
now.
be even more corporeal
Now that I've
here.
summoned him, he's gonna
If
stay
that's the
right
case,
here.
it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core,
Just lay
even
down right
temporarily,
next to me.
We
Oh, there
might
you
just
go.
be
Yep,
able to
see, your
weaken
bed's
it
right
enough
over
to
there.
steal the Renaissance, which we can then use to seal
I
it
know,
away
that's
forever.
exactly what he's doing. Well, he was just like attacking
It
my
won't be
feet.
easy, but it's all
Well,
in the show.
that's why I got him
Time
up
to
here.
buckle up.
Norman. I wish you could see him.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Alright, well,
Yeah, I mean, at
I'm
the end of
actually
this,
gonna
do you really think everything
wrap
will be
this
that
stream up just
different?
because, like,
A lot will
my
have to
throat is actually
change,
starting to
that's
get
for
sore
sure.
from coughing so
The
much and
world will
talking a
have to
lot.
adjust to so much.
But we're gonna
My
raid
only
out,
worry
so
is
if you
those
stick around a little
changes
bit,
turn out to be merely
I
skin
appreciate you
deep.
guys so
What do you
much.
mean?
As always, you
It's well
guys
and
are
good
just
putting an end to
amazing.
Renin rule.
Um,
But if it
keep
just turns
being
the tables,
amazing,
it's
keep
all
doing
for
what
naught.
you're doing,
that's true.
and support the
Just
small
as bad
guys.
as the Danon started pressing
You know,
their
whether
own.
you're a big or small
Renans,
streamer yourself, or if you don't stream,
Astrolog
you just like to
users,
lurk,
mages.
support the small
The
guys,
world is full of
everyone,
labels used to divide
because I
and
promise
separate
you,
people.
it's
If only
appreciated.
we could see differences like that for what they
But
are.
let's see,
No
who are
different as
we
someone having a
raiding
musical
out
talent or
tonight?
being good with
Oh,
their hands. Not differences
that's weird.
so much as characteristics.
It
Here we
will
go.
take someone in power to set
all
an
right, we are
example.
going into 59
Over time,
Alpha's
people will
channel,
follow.
so everyone
Then,
enjoy.
perhaps one
He's a
day,
pretty great guy.
There will no longer be
Um,
any need for the example.
I love you
It will
all.
have become
Have a great
second
night.
nature.
I will see you guys
That's where
tomorrow.
we come in.
Hang out,
We
give
can set the
59 some
example.
love. Bye, everyone.
Imagine it. A world where magic and